Have you ever caught a subtle scent and wondered, wait, is that me? As women, we're taught to embrace every stage of life with grace. The wisdom, the freedom, even the silver strands. But there's one change no one really prepares us for: the way our bodies smell as we age. It's not about hygiene or perfume. It's deeper than that. A quiet shift in body chemistry, hormones, and even the air we live in. If your favorite fragrance doesn't linger like it used to, or you've noticed a subtle difference in how your clothes smell after a long day, you're not alone. These changes often begin in our 50s and 60s, and by the time we're well into our 70s, the evolution becomes more noticeable. But here's the good news: understanding why this happens gives us the power to take control, with compassion, not shame. In this guide, we'll uncover 8 surprising facts about body odor in older women, and simple, science-backed ways to stay fresh, confident, and beautifully you. 1. Your skin chemistry changes with age, and so does your scent. Let's start with one of the most overlooked, yet powerful reasons your scent changes with age. Your skin itself is evolving, and it's not just about wrinkles or dryness. It's about chemistry. When you were younger, say in your teens, 20s, or even 30s, your skin was likely oilier. Maybe you dealt with shiny foreheads, clogged pores, or that dreaded occasional breakout. That was thanks to your sebaceous glands, which were working overtime to produce sebum, the natural oil your skin uses to stay hydrated and protected. Fast forward to your 50s, 60s, and beyond. Those oil-producing glands begin to slow down. At first, this might feel like a blessing. No more greasy T-zones or constant blotting. But here's the twist: that oil wasn't just about shine. It played a major role in how your body holds scent. Sebum acts like a scent anchor. It holds onto your body's natural aroma and helps your favorite perfume blend beautifully with your skin. When oil production decreases, your skin can't hold fragrance the same way. That signature scent you used to wear in your 40s, it might fade faster now or smell slightly different. Not because the perfume changed, but because your skin did. But it doesn't stop with perfume. Your skin also hosts a community of bacteria that interact with your sweat and oils to produce your body's unique natural scent. When oil levels drop, the bacterial balance changes. For many older women, this results in a scent that's less musky or earthy and more soft, faintly sweet, or powdery. This shift can be subtle, but it's real, and the more you understand it, the more empowered you are to adjust. Whether that means moisturizing more often, choosing perfumes with longer-lasting base notes like sandalwood or amber, or simply accepting your body's evolution with kindness. Aging changes our skin, but that doesn't mean we lose our beauty or confidence. It just means we need to care for ourselves differently and with more intention. 2. Yes, old person smell is real, but it's not about cleanliness. We've all noticed it at some point, maybe walking into a grandparent's house or trying on a cardigan from the back of the closet. That subtle, unmistakable scent, often described as musty, grassy, or even a little waxy. It's been nicknamed old person smell. And while it may sound unkind, the truth behind it is fascinating and completely natural. Here's the science. As we age, our bodies begin to produce a compound called 2-nonenal, pronounced 2-non-NL. It usually starts showing up around age 40 and increases steadily over time. Unlike typical body odor, which is caused by bacteria breaking down sweat, 2-nonenal is a byproduct of oxidative stress, a natural process where fatty acids in the skin break down as cells age. And here's the tricky part: as your skin becomes thinner with age, it doesn't absorb or neutralize this compound the way it used to. Instead, 2-nonenal lingers on the surface of your skin and can even seep into fabrics, clothing, pillowcases, upholstered chairs, where it builds up gradually. That's why older homes sometimes carry a scent that feels lived in. even if everything is sparkling clean. It's not dirt. It's not neglect. It's chemistry. But before you run off to scrub everything in sight with harsh soaps or overpowering sprays, take a breath. This isn't something to be ashamed of. It's a normal part of the aging process, and there are gentle, effective ways to keep it in check. Start by staying hydrated. Aim for at least sipping 4 ounces of water per day to help flush out metabolic byproducts. Incorporate antioxidant-rich foods like spinach, kale, berries, and green tea into your daily meals. These help reduce oxidative stress and may lower 2-nonenal production over time. And don't skip exfoliation. A gentle body scrub once or twice a week can remove dead skin cells where odor compounds tend to collect, leaving you feeling fresh and renewed. Aging may change your scent, but it doesn't change who you are. With a little care and self-awareness, you can embrace this season of life, smelling as lovely and living as confidently as ever. 3. Hormonal shifts can change your natural scent, especially after menopause. We talk a lot about how menopause changes our bodies. Hot flashes, mood swings, sleep issues. But there's one change many women never expect until it happens. Your scent shifts too. And while it may catch you off guard, there's a perfectly natural reason why. Hormones, especially estrogen, play a huge role in how your body smells. In your younger years, higher estrogen levels kept your skin supple, your sweat glands balanced, and your natural scent relatively neutral. But as estrogen levels decline after menopause, things begin to shift, sometimes subtly, sometimes more noticeably. One of the first things many women experience is drier skin, both on the surface and within the sweat glands themselves. While less sweat might sound like a win, it actually changes the way your body interacts with the bacteria that live on your skin. And those bacteria, they're responsible for creating much of your natural scent. Without enough moisture to dilute it, postmenopausal sweat can become more concentrated. And as your skin's bacterial landscape changes, your scent can take on a slightly sharper or even spicier tone. You might notice that the deodorant or body wash you've used for decades suddenly doesn't work the way it used to. And it's not in your head. Your body really is evolving. But that doesn't mean you're stuck with a scent you don't love. There are plenty of gentle, effective ways to adapt. Start with a pH-balanced body wash, specifically designed for mature skin. These help restore your skin's natural acidity, which keeps odor-causing bacteria in check without drying you out. Next, consider your wardrobe. Natural fabrics like cotton and bamboo breathe better than synthetic blends like polyester or nylon, which tend to trap heat and sweat. Choosing the right fabric, especially for undergarments, pajamas, and summer clothes, can make a world of difference in how fresh you feel throughout the day. Your body is telling a new story, and your scent is just one chapter. With a few thoughtful adjustments, you can continue feeling clean, comfortable, and completely yourself, no matter what stage of life you're in. 4. Medications can impact your body odor in ways you might not expect. When you think about the side effects of medication, you probably think of things like fatigue, dry mouth, or maybe a little nausea. But here's one you might not hear about at the doctor's office. Your medications could be changing how you smell. It's not something we often connect, but it makes perfect sense. Most medications work by altering chemical processes in the body, whether that's regulating blood pressure, balancing hormones, reducing pain, or managing blood sugar. As these drugs are broken down and metabolized, they sometimes create byproducts that are excreted through your sweat, breath, or skin oils. And those byproducts can affect your body's natural scent. For example, blood pressure medications, especially beta blockers or ACE inhibitors, may increase perspiration or change the composition of your sweat. Antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds can influence your nervous system, affecting how much and what kind of sweat you produce. Even certain diabetes medications can cause a subtle sweet or fruity smell due to the way your body processes glucose. And then there are opioid pain medications. Some women who use them long-term report a more musky, earthy body odor, likely due to how these drugs are metabolized in the liver and excreted through the skin. If you've noticed a shift in your scent after starting a new prescription, don't be embarrassed and don't hesitate to talk to your doctor. Sometimes a simple dosage adjustment or medication switch can make all the difference. But if changing medications isn't an option, you still have tools. First and foremost, hydrate like it's your job. Drinking at least 64 to 80 ounces of water a day, that's about 8 to 10 cups, can help your body flush out excess compounds more efficiently. Add in hydrating foods like watermelon, cucumbers, celery, and oranges, all over 90% water, to support the process naturally. And don't forget your hygiene basics: regular showers, fresh cotton clothing, and a gentle exfoliating routine can help keep any medication-related odor under control. Your medication is helping your body, and with a little awareness and care, you can help your body feel and smell its best in return. You are what you eat. Even when it comes to body odor, you've probably heard the old saying, "You are what you eat." Turns out, that's not just about your health or waistline. It's also about how your body smells. Our bodies process everything we eat and drink, and certain foods leave behind chemical byproducts that are released through your breath, skin, and most notably, your sweat. Some of them are harmless, others not so pleasant. Let's start with the big culprits. Garlic and onions are famous for their strong, lingering sulfur compounds. They don't just show up in your breath, they literally come out through your pores. Red meat is another one. It takes longer to digest than fish or plant-based proteins, and as it breaks down, it can create byproducts that mix with your sweat, giving off a heavier, more robust scent. Alcohol is sneaky too. After your liver processes it, some of it still escapes through your sweat, which is why a night of wine or cocktails can sometimes stick with you the next day. And spicy foods like hot peppers, curry, and cumin, they raise your body temperature and increase sweating, which can make your scent more noticeable. On the flip side, some foods can actually help you smell better. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and parsley are packed with chlorophyll, which acts as a natural internal deodorizer. Citrus fruits, think oranges, lemons, limes, and grapefruit, help your body detox and refresh from the inside out. And fresh herbs like mint and basil contain fragrant oils that subtly influence the way your sweat smells. Even a daily cup of green tea, loaded with antioxidants, can help neutralize odor-causing bacteria. If you've recently noticed a change in your scent, it might be time to take a closer look at your plate. You don't have to give up your favorite meals, but small tweaks, like eating red meat less often, choosing lighter proteins, or adding more greens and fruits, can make a surprising difference. Food is fuel, but it also shapes how we move through the world, including how we're sensed and remembered. Why not let it help you feel and smell your best? 6. Stress. Sweat smells different, and it hits harder as we age. Have you ever noticed that you smell different when you're anxious, overwhelmed, or under pressure? Maybe it's during a tense conversation, a doctor's appointment, or one of those nights when your mind won't stop racing at 3 a.m. That sharp, lingering scent, it's not your imagination. It's stress, sweat, and it's very real. Here's why it happens. Your body has two main types of sweat glands. The eccrine glands are responsible for cooling you down. They produce that watery, nearly odorless sweat during exercise or on a hot summer day. Then there are the apocrine glands, mostly located in your armpits and groin. These kick into action when you're under emotional stress, releasing a thicker, fattier type of sweat. And here's the kicker. Bacteria on your skin love to feast on that apocrine sweat. As they break it down, they produce strong, pungent odors that are much sharper than what you'd experience from physical exertion alone. That's why nervous sweat smells so different and often worse. As we get older, stress tends to pile on. Whether it's navigating health challenges, financial worries, family dynamics, or even adjusting to retirement, many women over 60 find that daily stressors feel heavier than ever. Unfortunately, that also means more opportunities for stress, sweat to show up. So what can you do? Start by incorporating simple stress-reducing habits into your day. Deep breathing, inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4, exhaling for 6, can calm your nervous system and reduce the activation of apocrine glands. Regular walks, journaling, prayer, or a warm bath can also help shift your body into a more relaxed state. From a hygiene standpoint, choose an antibacterial body wash. Look for ingredients like tea tree oil or benzoyl peroxide to help reduce odor-causing bacteria. And don't underestimate the power of breathable fabrics like cotton and linen, which allow air to circulate and sweat to evaporate more easily. Managing stress isn't just about peace of mind. It's also about feeling fresh, calm, and in control. Because you deserve to show up in the world with confidence, no matter what life throws your way. 7. It might not be you. It might be your clothes. You've just stepped out of the shower. You've used your favorite body wash, maybe even dabbed on a touch of perfume. And yet, there's still a lingering odor you can't quite place. Sound familiar? Before you blame your body, take a closer look at your wardrobe. Because sometimes it's not you, it's your clothes. As we age, the composition of our sweat changes. It may contain different oils, hormones, or medication byproducts that interact differently with fabrics. And certain materials, especially synthetics like polyester, nylon, and spandex, are notorious for trapping moisture and bacteria. These fabrics don't allow your skin to breathe, so sweat and odor compounds settle into the fibers and stay there even after washing. What's more, many popular fabric softeners and commercial detergents leave behind a waxy residue that actually locks in odors instead of removing them. That's why you might pull a clean t-shirt out of the drawer and still notice a faint musty or sour smell. But don't worry, this is fixable with a few simple laundry tweaks. First, try adding a cup of white vinegar to your wash cycle. It helps break down buildup and kills odor-causing bacteria naturally. Toss in 1/4 cup of baking soda for added freshness. It acts as a gentle deodorizer and balances pH levels in the wash. Avoid overloading your washing machine. When clothes are too packed in, water and detergent can't circulate properly, and odors don't get fully rinsed away. Whenever possible, dry your clothes in the sun. Natural sunlight is a powerful disinfectant that leaves fabrics smelling clean and crisp. And consider being a little more selective with what you wear closest to your skin. Natural fabrics like cotton, bamboo, and linen are breathable, moisture-wicking, and much less likely to trap unwanted smells. Upgrading just your underwear, socks, and sleepwear to natural materials can make a noticeable difference in how fresh you feel. Morning to night. Remember, taking care of your scent isn't just about body wash and deodorant. It's about everything that touches your skin. And sometimes, the solution to smelling better starts right in your laundry basket. 8. Your home environment can influence how you smell, without you even realizing it. We often think about body odor as something that starts and ends with our skin. But what if part of your scent, the one people associate with you, actually comes from your home? Think about it. The air you breathe, the couch you nap on, the blankets you wrap around you every evening. All of these things can subtly shape how you smell. Over time, soft surfaces like fabric-covered furniture, rugs, curtains, and even wood absorb odors from cooking, pets, perfumes, body oils, and cleaning products. And as your skin changes with age, it can hold on to more of those ambient smells, blending them with your natural scent. This is why some homes, especially older ones, carry a distinct aroma. It's not necessarily unpleasant, but it's noticeable. And it doesn't mean the home is dirty. It simply reflects years of life, love, and living. Still, if you've noticed your scent changing lately, it might be time to take a fresh look at your environment. Start by opening your windows daily, even for just 10 to 15 minutes, to bring in fresh air and let stale indoor odors escape. Good air circulation can make a surprising difference in how both your home and you smell. Next, tackle fabrics. Sprinkle baking soda on upholstered chairs, throw pillows or carpets, let it sit for a few hours, then vacuum it up. Baking soda neutralizes lingering odors gently and effectively. Don't forget to wash bedding, pillowcases, and throws weekly, especially the ones that come in close contact with your skin. Investing in a small air purifier with a HEPA filter can also help remove dust, pet dander, and airborne particles that can settle on your body and clothes. Choose one that's quiet and energy efficient, and run it in the rooms where you spend the most time, like your bedroom or living room. And of course, be mindful of strong synthetic fragrances from air fresheners or candles. These can mix with body chemistry and actually create unwanted scent combinations. Instead, opt for natural, essential oil-based options like lavender, citrus, or eucalyptus. Your home is your sanctuary, a place that should support your well-being in every way. And by keeping it fresh, clean, and full of breathable air, you not only uplift your space, you help your natural scent shine through with grace, clarity, and warmth. You're not just aging, you're evolving beautifully. Let's be honest, we don't talk enough about how our scent changes as we age. But here's what truly matters. It's not something to hide. It's something to understand, honor, and embrace. Your body has been with you through every chapter: love, loss, laughter, late nights, and fresh starts. Of course, it's going to change. Your scent, like your story, evolves. It reflects your hormones, your health, your habits, and even your home. But none of it defines your worth. What does matter is how you care for yourself now, with awareness, kindness, and confidence. Hydrate, nourish, breathe. Choose fabrics that love your skin and routines that honor your rhythm. Keep your environment fresh and your mindset even fresher, because aging isn't about shrinking or fading. It's about showing up in your fullness, with wisdom in your eyes, joy in your laugh, and yes, freshness in your scent. You've earned the right to feel radiant in every way, and to walk through the world not just aging, but glowing. So here's to this chapter, and to the beauty of smelling, feeling, and living like your best self.